Good morning to you and welcome to Breakfast Daily, right here on Channel One TV. It's exciting one more time to be hosting you. And of course, you know I don't do this alone. And so, good morning to you, Chris. How are you?
Good morning, quickly. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, you're looking very demure.
And you know, demure is actually the most popular word for this year by dictionary.com.
Really?
Yeah, so they've announced that demure is actually
Why?
the most
Because it trended at the point.
Yeah, and everybody used it. And you know, I think
but
it's quite interesting.
I knew this word like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
so it's very interesting where people, it's like it was new for a lot of people, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So because it's like, say, a word that is not too known, but it's English language, and you know, people started using it again. I'm sure dictionary.com is like, okay, my people are beginning to be smart.
But you know, the funny thing is that the word demure, I wonder if people actually know what it really means. It's like it was used in a certain context, and people just assume that maybe it means this or it means that.
I think
but
she actually used it in the right context.
She did.
You know?
But then the people understand that that's actually what it means.
People, I don't think people understood like what it really means.
They'll start using it in different ways, and
it's like because like she used it rightly, but everybody else was just using it like so this is how trends work.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
true.
yesterday we were talking about the
the pistols. WhatsApp pistols thing. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, well, social media is amazing. That's it. Social media is amazing.
Yeah. Well, welcome once again. My name is David Kwekusechi.
And my name is Chris Carter. And like Kweku said, we're actually very happy to be here. So feel free to join us at any time. Don't forget to use the WhatsApp number on your screen to send your messages and let us know what you're thinking, your thoughts, and also your well wishes to your family, your friends, your colleagues. Just send it to us and we'll get to read it on the show.
Absolutely. Now, before we take a look at our quote of the day today, let's just remind you that we have a few hashtags that we would like you to use and like you to stay in touch with us with those hashtags. So we have a hashtag Ghana Post 2024. We have hashtag City Verify. Now, City Verify is to help you if in case you come across anything that you're not sure about, is it true? Is it a positive story, a true story? You want to verify it, we will help you to do that. Just tweet at us or X at us. I don't even know how do you even say it. Post to us.
Mention us.
Yes. Okay, so mention us with the hashtag City Verify, and we'll check it out for you and let you know. And then of course we have a hashtag Election Bureau as well.
Right.
Okay, so use that to stay in touch with us. Right.
Right. Now it's time for us to check out the quote of the day, and the quote of the day is a very, very inspiring one, and this comes from Billie Jean King. It says, "Champions keep playing until they get it right." Champions keep playing until they get it right.
Yep. And for those of you who don't know who Billie Jean King was, esteemed, should I say, royalty of tennis, right? And so, I mean, and a champion of champions, really. So, if she's saying that, this is something that she knows personally, right? Champions keep playing till they get it right. So the champion is not when you win. The champion is in you. It's an attitude that you have, because the persistence, the ability to keep going at it and going at it and going at it until you become what you've been dreaming of, what you've imagined yourself to become or to be. That's what makes you a champion. So that being a champion is what allows you to go through the process, the difficulties, the challenges, the things the obstacles that come your way, the things that try to slow you down and to block your path. The ability to persist through all of those things and surmount the challenges and overcome. That's actually what is being a champion.
Right. And to those that might be asking, but this is Billie Jean and it's about sport. This is not just about sports. This actually goes to every corner of your life.
Absolutely.
And basically, to round it up, one, never give up and just be consistent in whatever you're doing. Never give up and just be consistent, and definitely you are going to reach the highest of pinnacles that you wish for.
Absolutely. All right. So we have a few reminders also for you. Don't forget that we have have the Situation All White Party that's coming up. It's on Christmas Eve, right? Now, this is just one of those beautiful events that we look forward to. It's like the party to shut down all parties, a party to end all the excitement and the fun that that. I don't know how if you have great recollections of last year's situation.
I had fun.
Yeah, it was just a blast. All right, very exciting. You want to be part of this event, okay? So the way to do it is to call the number 0205 973 973. Call the number, and someone will walk you through how to reserve yourself a table. And if you really can't, honestly, I mean, you've done everything you can't find enough people to make up a table, don't worry. We still, you can get a seat, you can get a couple of seats, you can get 3-4 seats, and so on. It doesn't have to be the entire 8 people on the table, all right? So, but trust me, you see the images on the screen and how it looks. Look, it's a lot of fun, and there's nothing more exciting than being there with your people, with your tribe. So if you come as one person, you may meet other people and the rest that you know and so on. But when you come together as a group of people that you're friends and you've come together as a group to the party, oh man, it's a different experience. All right, so we're going to Underbridge this year, and in East Legon, and you want to be part of that excitement, okay? So all roads lead to Underbridge or Event Center in East Legon on the 24th of December, the eve of Christmas. Whatever happens after elections, as for us, Situation All White Party is happening.
Right. And now on to more serious things, especially knowing that the election is right in the corner. We also have the ballot box. The ballot box comes to you every evening on City 97.3 FM with Christopher Esima every evening. So do not forget to tune in and also join in the conversation.
Yes.
It's 10 p.m. to midnight, Mondays to Thursdays. So it's going to be happening this evening. So just join in or tune in to 97.
All right, and speaking of this evening on TV, just before ballot box comes on, we have for you the point of view. All right, so the point of view comes on with Bernard Avle, and of course, he gets the right guests and asks the right questions, and there's a fantastic conversation every time Point of View comes on. It's just exhilarating to hear the interviews and the conversations that take place on the Point of View.
Right, and we also have What the Papers Are Saying. What the Papers Are Saying with Vivian Kailoko every Thursday at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Do not forget to tune in.
Absolutely right. So you want to join us for What the Papers Are Saying tomorrow night. All right. So tonight is the Point of View, and tomorrow evening, same time, is What the Papers Are Saying. All right. And speaking of What the Papers Are Saying, we have a lot of papers this morning, printed press this morning, and want to go through them. And to help me go through the papers this morning is Nana Tufo Boateng. Now you see, Nana Tufo Boateng. Yeah, I was talking about the Situation All White Party, right? He shows up. You see him on your TV screens. Everything is fine on the TV, right? But when he turns up at the Situation All White Party, it's almost like I don't know. It's like a different human being, has turned up, and that human being is known as the rave master. If you haven't experienced him, trust me, Situation All White Party, you want to be there, because he will turn up, and he will turn up as a completely different character, and that will blow your mind. Absolutely. So again, I'm just using it to tell you more about Situation. Did you see that thing that passed across the screen? So you know what? Before I introduce him, let me just walk you through some of the different packages that you should prepare for Situation, because trust me, Nana Tufo Boateng will be right there in the thick of things, and as we are enjoying the experience, and he can tell you more when he comes on himself. Right? So the platinum table. See what it has there? 8 people will sit on the platinum table. And of course, if you happen to be 9, you can always, we can always make an arrangement for you. If you happen to be 10, I'm sure, yes, we could make some adjustments for you as well. But the platinum table looks like the best table ever. In fact, it is the best table, quite honestly. I mean, the other day I was asking Freeman as to the Glenfiddich on the table, is it 12, 15 or 18? But Freeman says it's a secret. We'll release that. Maybe Nana Tufobati will tell us what it is. But apart from the platinum table, we have the diamond table, and then we also have the gold table as well. So it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. So the man known at Situation as 9924, the rave master, he's right here with me. Nana,
what did I do to deserve this?
To deserve what?
All this.
No, but you are that. So
what's going on?
I don't need to do
It's only a
else.
Wednesday morning.
Charlie, Glenfiddich, I want to know.
No, give me an 18-year-old bottle and I'm good.
Thank you. I know the air.
Don't tell everybody to place an 18. Glenfiddich, 18 years. You know it's limited, right?
Yeah.
Place an 18 years on the table. We're good.
Yeah.
We'll have a good night.
Mr. Omani, good morning. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, David.
Charlie.
Yeah, but I mean, I heard all you said about the situation, and you couldn't have put it any better.
No,
I
it's
mean,
going to be exciting.
absolute blast.
It's going to be a blast.
Absolute blast. It's like you forget about your worries.
Yeah, all the stress we've been through and everything else, and then after that we're going to party.
Just leave all the baggage somewhere. Just come have fun. That's what we're promising you. Listen, despite all these things that we do, we're still in the business of serving nothing but total entertainment. So just show up and let's turn up.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, man. Situation will be fire. It's going to be a litty situation. So it's going to be a lituation. You understand? So
I told you.
Show up and let's turn up. You understand?
Yeah.
But let's get to our business of the day. You understand? Let's pay our bills.
Absolutely. So we have, you have the Daily Graphic,
I have the
right?
Daily Graphic newspaper, front page, heavy on the elections, which, believe it or not, is 10 days away.
Yeah.
10 days away.
Yeah, just 10 days now. We've been talking about it for a while.
Actually, 8 because on the 2nd,
it's the special
there's
voting.
the special voting.
Yeah. So once special voting happens, hey, we're in
the election season.
Yeah.
Right, so let me run you through the headlines on the front page of the Daily Graphic this morning. Major story says all set for special voting on Monday. It comes with a picture of the EC boss and the IGP, Dr. George Akufu Dampare, who obviously heads the National Election Security Task Force. You go to top left-hand corner, says vote number 1 on December 7. Dr. Baumia tells electorate. Western Region Chiefs appeal to Mahama for development. EC features at Graphic Development Series today. And then you have the Adar Traditional Council expressing concern over inaccurate media reports. That's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. If you jump to the back page, the president has been busy in the Ashanti region. And it says president inaugurates 4 hospitals, a bridge over Owabi River. Is this the same Owabi that was in the news
It's the same Owabi
the
River.
vehicle that skated off the road.
That's the one.
Okay. Now, if they have a proper bridge over it, then that's good news. That's good news. Kudos to the government.
Yeah.
All
right, let's take a look at the Ghanaian Times. Now, on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, it says, we'll safeguard polls. The IGP there is speaking, and he's pictured there with Mrs. Jean Mensah, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, plus some other security
is it just me or the yellow looks good on her?
Oh, the yellow looks amazing on her. Yeah, it looks fantastic. This is what they call sunflower yellow, you know.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Okay, sunflower yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It rings a bell.
I don't know what you're thinking
about. It rings a bell. Yeah. Somewhere in December, sunflower yellow will come
that
to play.
one. Okay. We also sunflower yellow to attend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the sunflower yellow lady. Yeah.
So enthusiasm as well as anxiety grip Takoradi electorate as December 7th poll gets closer. And we have Fair Wages and Salaries Commission signs landmark negotiation agreements with 44 unions and institutions. Now, revised VAT on mineral exploration. Lands Minister to next government. Now, I find it interesting. You know the one about the Takoradi electorate? So, something came to my attention yesterday, and I was just wondering, You know, in 2018, I think it was the vice president who cut short for it was a fiber optic layout. You know, a massive infrastructure that was supposed to be, I think it was about $42 million, something like that, thereabouts. But yes, so I made some calls yesterday. Nobody seems to have seen what happened to that project since 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was to what, to boost telecoms?
Yes, no, to boost data infrastructure, you know,
Okay,
the
within
whole
that part of the country.
digitization part of the whole, on that side of the country, you know, but nothing seems to have happened to that.
Looks like it hasn't seen the light of day.
No, I don't, you know.
But what does the headline say?
No, but this one says that enthusiasm as well as anxiety grip the Takoradi electorate as December 7th poll gets closer.
It's an interesting headline because if you watch the Situation Room on Channel 1 TV, you hear, I mean, how the figures are playing out in some of these regions. You know, Bernard has been going through the election website, all the data, plus additional data from the EC and all. I think yesterday they were throwing out some of the growth numbers.
Okay.
And it looks like the growth in eligible voters in the Western region itself did not increase that much.
Okay.
And so we'd need to find out what really is triggering this enthusiasm as well as anxiety within that space. Bearing in mind that the number of eligible voters did not increase by much. I think it was hovering around 5-6% compared to other parts of the country. So it will be interesting to get the details. I mean, this election is quite dynamic. And the factors that will come to play on December 7th, quite interesting. If you look at even the figures regarding the elections, past results, voting patterns, increase in number of voters over the years, quite interesting figures. And you can get all of that on, I mean, the election website, which we've put up. That's elections.citynewsroom.com. If you go there, you get all those figures there. So probably you need to check it out so you can understand where we are coming from regarding some of these figures. We have some graphs and all that on there that will show you the figures as we're discussing them. And then you can make your own deductions, you can make your own relations between past results and of course what we are expecting on December 7 and of course beyond.
It's going to be interesting.
I mean, I just had to chip that in because of how it's captured. Enthusiasm
as well as anxiety.
As against anxiety. And then I remember Bernard going through the figures yesterday on the Situation Room. Mind you, the Situation Room is live on TV. Channel 1 TV, of course, 3 p.m. daily. So you'd want to tune in. And it's quite interesting, quite fascinating as well.
The analysis is brilliant.
The analysis is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. All right. Let me take you to the Chronicle newspaper. Jinapoti next government scrap VAT on mining exploration. Okay. Dampare applauds Bawumia Mahama et al. For conducting decent campaigns devoid of violence. Kozi inaugurates road and bridge in Adentan. Okay, Kozi is Akusuya Esami. She's the MPP parliamentary candidate for the Adentan constituency. So okay. Inauguration, commissioning, launch, opening.
There's a season for those things. More of those.
I mean, we've heard the argument that
even if the projects are not complete.
We've heard the argument that most of these projects have been under construction. It just so happens that they've been completed within this space. But then the other, if you flip it, with those who are saying that it's actually just to gain votes and all that, I think it's too close to call because even if it's done now, the masses may not experience it before December 7th.
No, they won't. But I think it's the optics.
It's the optics,
I think it's
really.
the optics. So the appearance of we did this, we've completed this, we've done that, you know.
Exactly.
But
that is, I mean, to be pedestrian, that is you tickling yourself and laughing.
Well, yes.
You understand. If the one going to vote for you hasn't experienced
it, we don't know if you have the expected impact.
Yes. Say these are not tangibles, takeaways. These are not things you are feeling in your pockets. And you understand? So by the time we're able to do that calculation, that okay, after the completion of so and so road, it's reduced my expenditure by so and so, we would have finished voting.
There will not be enough time. Yeah, to
You get me?
experience it. Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, we wish them all the best.
Yeah.
But it's good. Infrastructure is good. We applaud them for that. We need
it.
infrastructure.
Yeah, we need it.
We need it.
We need
We
it.
need it. And then I think now they should start thinking about water transport. You know, I don't see any proper economy that has developed without
Yeah, but you know,
a proper
you know,
water transport system.
some of the things are just it almost as if we treat everything
Yeah.
like rocket science. You know, some of the most basic things. Look at this situation with the train, with the railway system.
Yeah.
We built you know, a fantastic network in Takoradi.
Yeah.
We have not seen how
The Western Rail
the
line.
Western, you know, the Western Rail line. We have not seen how it's impacting connectivity and transportation across the country. Because you've done the western side. Is it functional?
Yeah.
How effective is this within the western region?
I
Then
mean,
you've done
internally, it's making some impact because of the haulage.
Okay.
That is
So it was
being used
designed for the
But
heavy
I don't
movement.
think it should be restricted to
No,
that.
it shouldn't,
It
honestly.
should aid
Yeah.
movement to and
Yeah,
fro.
exactly.
You get it. But
Exactly.
internally, with regards to the haulage, yeah, I mean, info
Yeah.
out there suggests that it's
Because
really
one of the
looking
biggest
good.
challenges that I have with the way the city, the twin cities are set up,
Yeah.
you know, in the western region, Sekedi, Takoradi, is that
Yeah.
when you arrive in Shama, right, as you're getting in, the
The
traffic
traffic.
is
Yeah.
insane.
The
But
traffic.
would it not have been amazing if you can actually drive into a train station, park your vehicle, and ride a train into town?
David, would it not have been better that
You
you,
know.
drop at Kotoka International Airport
And go by train straight?
and go by train straight, or you can join a boat from,
exactly.
Jamestown,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
straight to Sekendi.
Yeah. Get onto a train, go straight to Jamestown.
Yeah.
From the airport.
Sit in a boat.
Sit in a boat and go straight to Takoradi.
And this is you cutting
Yeah.
what? How many hours of travel?
Look, Ghana, Charlie, let's do better.
We need to develop the
We need to
water
do better,
transport
man. We need to
system.
do
I mean,
better. We need to do better.
Water
All right.
transportation is easier, it's faster, it's safer.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
ask me.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the Daily Guide has these headlines. It says, EC ready for special voting December 2nd. We also have, we'll protect electoral officers. And that's the IGP promising. Ghana will not burn, Nana assures.
Okay.
Cozy commissions road and bridge in Adenton. Baumia shakes Malamata, Bosiokai, and Hebron. All right. And December elections must focus on peace, not power. All right. So those are the headlines Daily Guide has given us.
All right, the news center, Elvis Darkus, the news center this morning. Police sued for 15 million Ghana cedis over chopped ear of pregnant woman. It was a quite disturbing story.
Yeah. Very disturbing.
Walk the talk of peace. IGP Dampare urges lawful conduct ahead of polls. President Akufo-Addo inaugurates 4 hospitals in Ashanti region. Cozy is everywhere. She's in almost all the papers with that inauguration of the road and bridge. And then you have MTN Ghana partners with Access Bank to offer flexible smartphone payment service. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
it sounds like something we've heard.
All right, the Herald newspaper chooses to go in this direction. Powerful watches seller exposes national security's terror squad. Publishes their exact tantrums thrown at kidnapped Emirates manager.
Right.
All right. I'm sure you want to know some of the details in this story, isn't it?
So just walk
We'll
to a
see-
newsstand
we'll see if
near
can-
you and grab a copy.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, Media Foundation fights EC's media restrictions at collation centers. So we know that the
About that.
EC is seeking to permit only 12 media houses.
Yes, I think it's 12 at the constituency
Yeah.
level and 8 at the regional level.
Yeah. But my curiosity is why wait till this late
Exactly.
in the day?
And another thing, there's
You
no
know.
print media even in there. So it says 3 TV, 5 radio. And it's quite worrying. I mean, yesterday I listened to Dr. Bosman Asari on Eyewitness News with Umaru Sandamadu on 97.3 City FM. And it was, I don't know, I didn't get the justification. It didn't settle. It didn't sit well with me because he sought to even relate to I mean, security. That what the media is a security threat in elections. And then also there was sort of a suggestion. This is what I picked off him. I mean, I may be wrong, but this is what I picked off that conversation, that we should co-share.
As in somebody picks the info,
yes,
and everybody should write on that person's info.
But what if what the person is churning out is wrong?
I mean,
what if that person has an agenda?
Yeah, you know, so
it's dangerous. I mean, the EC should come again.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They should come again. I think it's dangerous, and it's never happened.
Yeah, we've never done this before. So I mean, honestly, I don't know why we're introducing that at this point. You know, and in one of the most critical elections in this Fourth Republic, this is not. I honestly
think the EC should come again.
Believe that's the way we should go.
I am a bit worried that I've not heard anything from the GJA yet. It's the Media Foundation for West Africa that has spoken. I haven't heard anything from the Ghana Journalists Association yet. Hopefully they are looking into it and will come out with the appropriate statement at the appropriate time. But I mean, I think all voices should be brought to bear on this matter. How do you? We've allowed pluralization of the media in this country,
so and why is it at this point?
An event as big as the national elections, a crucial, critical one as the 2024 general elections, and you want to restrict the media? I don't get it.
Well, maybe, and I don't know if this is what Boss Masari, was alluding to, but maybe the whole idea of a lot of people massing up, to try and gather. And pick the data.
But I think the way everything can be streamlined, everything can be put together. Listen, we've gone to events where the nature of the event, there should be security arrangements. There's a station for the media.
And that's what I think.
Create a station for the media. Allow the media access, but create a station for them. Put them in one corner of the room.
Good. That's the way. That's the way we should do it.
And then there's technology, so you should be able to project the results as you get them, so that everybody can tap into it. Unless, of course, they are telling us that the EC is going to give us a feed where we all tap into it, so that we are sure that whatever we are getting is credible and from the EC. But you don't put just a few media outlets in there and expect the rest of the media fraternity to ride on their back or to feed into what they have. I don't think it's safe. I think it's dangerous for the credibility and transparency of these elections. And even public trust in the EC itself.
Already the trust is waning.
Exactly.
According to
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right.
To wrap up with the headlines from the Herald, MPP plots with EC to rig 2024 election. And then this is Mahama speaking. Now, Deputy Finance Minister pulls gun on constituents at MPP rally for demanding accountability. Now, this is a very interesting one because...
is it a figure of speech, an idiom, or
no?
He literally pulled a gun.
That's what I mean. Well, there was social.
Sticker.
Yes, there was also. Let me just.
I'll be shocked.
Yeah, well, I mean, the story says, and I saw it on social media as well yesterday. Be shocked. That he actually pulled a gun, and I mean, so. Unless it was one of the toy gun things that people have been doing, So it says here, Jim Boache Ansa, the spokesperson of the New Patriotic Party in the Nshaeso constituency in the Ashanti region, has disclosed that events that compelled the Deputy Finance Minister, Dr. Stephen Amwa, who doubles as a Member of Parliament for the area, to pull out a gun on his constituents at a rally. The gun-pulling incident became the biggest story of a campaign program at Atasemanso in the Ashanti region.
This is shocking.
Yeah. Now, a Love FM report yesterday indicates that some of the MPP supporters present at the rally periodically fired toy guns.
Okay.
Which generated noise and discomfort for the MP.
Right.
In the course of the program, some disgruntled youth accosted the MP to demand answers about the state of the ongoing AstroTurf project in the constituency. Some of them, as per the report, fired guns which unsettled the MP, who took out his gun due to fear of being attacked.
Okay, he felt threatened. But where was his security detail?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well. You see, but here's the thing. If yesterday a number of people, about 20-something people, were arrested for brandishing toy guns. So I think it was medical also who was a couple of
Yeah.
years ago, a few years ago,
Yeah.
also brandished a weapon, and he also got
Stonebwoy also.
Yes, he also got arrested
I
by
mean,
the
the
police.
thing with these
So if we're
story
going to
is-
do this, honestly,
Yeah.
I think that I don't know if the police are looking into this.
No, they
if
should. They
if
should
they are
look into it.
asking him questions.
They should look into it. He should be questioned. And I mean, some facts.
Why
need
is
to
he
be
carrying a
established.
gun on his person?
Yes, is he a licensed gun holder?
Yeah.
Does he have the license to hold a gun? Where was his security detail then? What was the security arrangements for that event? And of course, I mean, a number of questions need
You
to
know,
be
we had
answered.
this issue in
Yeah.
Wutu Senya
Wutu
as
Senya,
well,
yeah,
as
yeah.
well, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, just a quick one on the toy gun thing. I think sometimes we play too much.
Yeah.
And you see, we create the room for unscrupulous persons to
To
take
also-
advantage of
yeah,
situations to
like
do
that,
their
to
own
do their
thing.
own thing,
You
yeah.
get it? So I think we should commend the police for swooping in
Yeah.
on that matter
Yeah.
and then settling
Well,
it.
I'm
Because
hoping that
we may
they
be playing
jump on this
all
one as
right
well.
with our toy guns and
Yeah.
everything, but you never know who's holding an actual pistol.
yeah, in the midst of all of that.
Exactly. And some of
Yeah.
the toy guns actually look real.
Yeah. No, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So.
Adana Traditional Council warns Fourth Estate and allies about electrochem. All right, so their 30th anniversary of the
Right.
Third World Network. Yesterday we carried
Yeah,
it
we
live
carried
here,
it live,
and
yeah.
some of those comments came from there. All right.
Let me quickly take you through the Ghanaian publisher. Major story: FDA committed to food safety. This is according to the CEO of the authority. NHIA rolls out free dialysis program on December 1. Votes Baumia for progress and development. Eslo Wusu urges Ghanaians. Otumfuo expresses gratitude to Akufo-Addo, says Ashanti has its fair share of development. And ADBMD pleased with North Shore Apro Ghana project. That's it for the Ghanaian publisher.
All right, we have the new publisher. Samira is speaking. She says, "My sweetheart Baumia focused on bold solutions.
I like that.
Not campaign of insults." Yeah,
My sweetheart.
Talk about support, man. Yeah, grave digger selling human head for 600 Ghana cedis. Hey, what story is this one now? Anyway, the story is on page 6.
You are there,
of
and there's
the
some story will
new
just come and spoil your
publisher.
mood. What is all this?
Grave digger selling human head for 600
And
Ghana.
that grave digger, where is he now? Is he in the grips of the police or he's walking about freely?
The story is on page 6 of the paper.
The Republic Press this morning says Akufo-Addo tears Mahama apart as he shreds 24-hour policy. Security chiefs commend EC as they acknowledge stakeholders' road toward peaceful elections. Mahama cries wolf again, alleges foul play in election process. Baumia pledges to complete Agenda 111 in first year if elected. Locked funds, Men's Gold customers threaten to vote against NPP on 7th December. Rock City Hotel to launch Drive Safe, Arrive Alive road safety campaign on November 29. That's it for the Republic Press.
Okay, I'll just give you one more. And
Yeah.
the custodian says National Election Security Task Force lords EC parties and Ghanaians. We have NATO Shippo's Greater Accra voters for Baumia, and we have the $35 million Dome Ketase Road project on course. Minister of Finance is speaking there, and MPP manages economy better than NDC. Razak Opoku speaking there. Access to quality education. Tampoli presents teachers' quarters and classroom blocks to constituents. Yeah. All right, Nana. Thank you very
David,
much.
Thank you too. Absolute pleasure.
All right. Fantastic.
All right.
Sports is next.
All right, it's time for us to get into some sports. I'm going to start with the Premier League on City. An Arsenal fan has received a 3-year football banning order after racially abusing Thomas Partey, despite claiming he was mimicking what a white racist would do. Charles Ogumilade previously admitted posting a grossly offensive message on X attacking the midfielder for missing a chance during the 3-3 draw with Southampton on 21st April last year. Ogunmilade, who is of Nigerian descent, represented himself. In mitigation, he told the court that he and his friends had been affected by the racism directed at the Black England players after the team lost the Euro 2020 finals. Ogunmilade was ordered to pay a fine of £125, a surcharge of £50, and £85 contributing to the prosecution costs.
All right, and let's go and do some UEFA Champions League news now. The UEFA Champions League returned last night, and the standout tie between Bayern Munich and PSG ended. There we have at the Etihad, Manchester City's struggles continued after they blew a 3-goal lead to draw 3-3 with Feyenoord. Now, Man City went 3 up via goals from Erling Haaland, Ilkay Gundogan, and but Feyenoord responded in the last 15 minutes to grab a point. Now, in Portugal, Arsenal thumped Sporting Club 5-1 thanks to goals from Gabi Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Gabriel, Bukayo Saka, and Leo Trossard. Now, Ghana has moved up 7th on 10 points on the table after 5 matches played. Now, Atletico Madrid got the biggest win of the evening following a 6-0 victory at Sparta Prague. Former Man City forward Julian Alvarez grabbed 2, while Antoine Griezmann, Marcos Llorente, and Angel Correa scored the rest. Now, AC Milan also got a victory on the road with 3-2 result at Slovan Bratislava. Now, Christian Pulisic, Rafael Leo, Tammy Abraham found the net for the Italians as they edged out their home side. Now, in some other results, there were wins for Barcelona, for Leverkusen, for Inter Milan, and Atalanta. And so that's what we have for the Champions League news.
All right, so going towards the election, there is so much going on in the news. And right now, Kweku is going to be, bringing you the news review segment. His guests are here, and we just want you to sit back, relax, and we'll be right back after this break.
Unleash the savings. Get ready for the biggest shopping event of the year. Franco presents the Black Friday Madness starting from 18th of November to 30th of November. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to save big and even bigger. Enjoy amazing discount of up to 40% on our products such as mobile phones, speakers, refrigerators, air conditioners from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower, television from 32 inches to 100 inches. They are all available in Franco shops nationwide. You can visit our website at www.francotrading.com or download the Franco Trading app on Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Call the numbers on the screen for any assistance and enquiries. Franco, your trusted brand in mobile phones, accessories, and your home appliances.
Facility Pro Management Services Limited, the most outstanding facility management company in Africa. We have over 12 years experience in professional facility management services such as cleaning, fumigation, and pest control to landscaping, post-construction cleanings, and electronic security installations. With highly trained personnel, exceptional customer service, and operations in all 16 regions of Ghana, we offer you value for money always. Facility Pro, trusted by top brands like Scania West Africa, Orca Deco, Robert Bosch Ghana, National Communications Authority, First National Bank, Consolidated Bank Ghana, Zenith Bank, Brain Hill International School, Villac International School, just to mention a few. Let us maintain the value of your property. Facility Pro, maintaining the value of your property.
How can we solve the unemployment crisis in Ghana? Yes, Massa.
By using formula 133.
Can you expatiate?
Say, this simply means 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. That is the Mahama 24-hour economy policy. Under this policy, businesses will be given tax incentives, cheaper electricity, financial support, and security support services to encourage them to work 24/7 by adopting 3 work shifts of 8 hours each. This will triple job opportunities in the country. This policy will boost production, increase productivity, and generate well-paying jobs in all participating businesses and public organizations. Ejumanu Obi Afeyebi.
Excellent. The 24-hour policy will be a game changer.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Live from the heart of the equator, get ready to be mesmerized at a night of stunning fashion and electrifying music as 1957 event proudly presents Rhythms on the Runway, the Kente edition. From Accra, Ghana to the world, this is a spectacular fusion of fashion and music to ignite your spirit. Enjoy live performances featuring the legendary Asabia Kropper, Edem, Amanziba, Nasi, Episode, Kamido, Kwabna, along with comedy from DKB. Join us at the Grand Arena on Saturday, November 30th. Red carpet starts at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. Visit www.rhythmsontherunway.com to purchase your tickets or call the hotline on 053-553-4756. 200 cities for standard, 400 cities for premium. This event is brought to you in partnership with Beyond the Return and sponsored by Johnny Walker, Caveman Watches, Ghana Tourism Authority, Gold Crest Refinery. Step out in style with a hint of Kente and dress to kill. Rhythms on the Runway, the Kente edition is a 1957 event. Media partner, City FM and Channel 1 TV.
This festive season, it's time to go big and go loud, because with GoTV, Bronya City. From match days and movie days to local stories, big little adventures.
Really?
It's unmatched entertainment for the whole family.
Yes.
GoTV brings the joy anytime, anywhere. Get your festive season sorted. Get GoTV.
Welcome back. It's time for us to get into the news review segment. And now, of course, this segment is interactive, and we do want to hear from you throughout the conversation that we'll be having here on Breakfast Daily on the news review segment. Now, the WhatsApp line is one of the ways you can stay in touch with us. If you're watching us live on TV, use the hashtag Breakfast Daily, use the WhatsApp line. You can use 0204-447-033. Send us a WhatsApp message as we're having the conversations right here. And if you are watching us on our streams, social media streams, you can use the hashtag Breakfast Daily for us to hear what you're thinking. Of course, we also have other hashtags Election Bureau, hashtag Ghana Post 2024 as well. All right, we'll get into the stories. Let me just run you through some of the things we're going to be talking about this morning. We're looking at the 2024 general elections. EC limits media coverage at regional collation centers. We have evidence to back our rigging plot allegations. Mahama is speaking. Parliamentary impasse. The minority urges Speaker to ignore emergency recall or petition by the majority. And we have National Cathedral. Akufo-Addo must be surcharged for losses, says Ablakwa. So these one, and we're going to try and touch on these stories in this segment. Let me introduce my guest to you. I have joining me this morning from the MPP side, I have Loratu Musasaka. She speaks for the MPP. She's a communication team member. And we also have Awok Kelly Adubia. She speaks for the NDC as a communication team member. Ladies, you are both welcome.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. Good morning. You have come clad in the colors.
That's how it should be.
You are ready?
We are in the home stretch.
You are on the home stretch. Yeah. How are you?
That's the noise before the defeat.
Oh, really? The noise before the defeat?
Yeah, that's the noise she's making before the defeat.
All right, fantastic. Well, let's have a great conversation today. We want to start with the EC limiting media coverage at regional coalition centers. And a lot of people are already beginning to raise issues with this. Let me just read you, give you a bit of context, just read you some of the stories here, and then we can get right into it. All right, so the EC to allow only 12 media houses into regional collation centers. All right, so the Electoral Commission has instructed its regional directors to limit media and observer access to regional collation centers during the 2024 general elections, emphasizing the need for a secure and efficient collation process. Now, under the new guidelines, only 8 media houses will be allowed at each constituency collation center. Now, at the regional collation centers, the EC has set a limit of 12 media houses consisting of 5 TV stations and 7 radio stations. Now, Dr. Eric Bosman-Sari, Deputy Commissioner of the EC, clarified the decision during an interview on Eyewitness News on Tuesday, November 26th. He explained that the restrictions are intended to streamline the collation process and ensure smooth operations at both constituency and regional levels. Now, I quote, "We arrived at our conclusion based on our history and the nature of the collation centers. If you're not very careful and you don't manage the centers very well, you may end up having a lot of challenges to deal with. So, the Commission believes that this particular arrangement will create a very smooth coalition exercise at the constituency and the regional level." Now, we are not only reducing numbers for the media, it is something which cuts across. We are making the point that with the 8 media houses, let us take a constituency like Banda, Hohoi, or Bantama, and you have 8 media houses. We think there should be enough to send the message, to send the information, he stated. And then, of course, in the letter you find in the article you find the letter, which is a subject is titled "Accreditation for Media Houses." And it says here, "I bring you greetings from my secretariat ahead of election day on the 7th of December. This comes to you. This comes to request that you send us the names of credible media houses, i.e. radio and TV stations in your districts and regions. The purpose is to enable them to provide enable us to provide them with accreditation, which will allow them entry into the constituency collation centers and the regional collation centers as follows." And then it goes and gives the breakdown of that. All right, so that's the story there. Let me start with Loratu on this one.
Yeah, good morning, David, once again. Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to our... That's a bit mind-boggling, for lack of a better description. I think the EC needs to give some further explanation to how they arrived at this decision. Because we've pushed for media engagements all these years. The media are the fourth estate of the realm. They bring information, education, and entertainment to us. And this is a very critical election. So I think the EC needs to give us some further explanation as to why they've arrived at such a decision. Because if you take a constituency, apart from the local radio stations, and now we have a lot of community radio stations and local, should I say, maybe constituency or district-based radio stations. So I think it's a conversation that needs to be looked at again. Who was engaged? Did they engage the GJ? Did they engage the, is it Prem Park? There's an association for private, independent, private media, GIBA. So did they engage all of them? Did they seek their input? Because if there's a proper stakeholder engagement in issues like this, it doesn't raise a lot of eyebrows and decisions taken. I've seen a lot of engagement with the security task force led by the IGP, as it should be. There's been a lot of engagement. There's been a lot of stakeholder engagement. How was this decision arrived at? Were the players within that sector engaged? Were these conclusions unanimous, or the EC is just taking a unilateral decision? Where we've got into in our politics, I think that it's better for broader consultation and well thought through stakeholder engagement, especially when it comes to media coverage. Such a decision was made with the CSOs, and it's still a conversation that is ongoing. I think the EC needs to look at how they take some of these decisions so it doesn't become like anybody. It may be in the best interest of the nation, but how the decision is arrived at, how it is communicated is important to let it either be accepted or frowned upon. So I think the EC needs to do further, or give us further further and better particulars for us to all accept this in good faith. Because I mean, I've heard Media Foundation come up, but what about GJ? What about Prem Park? What about Kiba? What's their take
because
on this?
even with what they said in terms of the letter that they issued, there are TV stations, radio stations, but there are no print media even involved.
So I think they need to reconsider this. I mean, if they've already met these stakeholders and they've agreed to this, because I mean, it's not all the media houses that are also credible. I even chanced on a report by Media Foundation talking about the, well, how did they caption it? They captioned it, they had a very, I think it's the 5 sins of media organizations in the country. It's on their website. I think it was published in 2021. Media professionalism, the 5 ethical sins of the Ghanaian news media. And they gave instances, so indecency, inaccuracies, offending good taste and public sensibilities, prejudice and stereotyping, and mixing facts with opinion. And there's been a very widely waged campaign against disinformation and misinformation in this particular year. So we need to look at it. If they have agreed, if the major stakeholders within the media space have agreed to this decision, then sure. But if they haven't, I think the EC needs to engage them so that we don't have all these facts. And you know, our competitors in the NDC will play a lot of mischief with these things, even though they were not able to provide any evidence when they laid claims. But I think EC needs to engage further if they already haven't done that.
Okay, right. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning to you and my sister and those watching us this morning. Without them, sitting here is nothing. We appreciate their taking time to watch. For me, when I heard this, I said, this EC is not serious. Without the media, what can they do? And she's been one of the ECs who engages in media conferences, or whatever I should put it, more than any other EC. So if the media has been there for you all this while, how come all of a sudden
Yeah, but you're referring to her as an individual, but this is the commission.
She takes the decisions.
No, she doesn't. It's the co-commission.
I know, but whatever it is, she's the head. And whatever she says is final. Because she's always been the one leading.
This is misinformation.
And it's even Bosman Asare was the one who was even speaking to the issues. You know, the chairperson.
Okay.
This is misinformation.
We'll say she because the leader is a she. No, it's not about misinformation, Laura. The truth is, the media has been there for you all this while. Whatever you need to do.
No, you say whatever she says is final. But there's a commission that takes decisions.
I know, but it's always been
there's
so.
IPAC.
No, I don't think it's a fair statement to make.
Yes.
I don't think it's a fair statement to make because the commission functions as a unit.
Yeah.
Yes, the face of the commission is the chairperson.
The chairperson.
Yes, but it's a whole commission.
Okay.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So.
Yeah.
If the media has been, you've been working with the media closely all this from 2020 till now. I don't know what the media have done to her this time around for her to come out with this, and wouldn't want the media to be in a certain space. What is there to hide? What has she got to hide? That she wouldn't want it reported or the media seeing. Those media people you want to allow, who are they? And what is the criteria? Why are some going and some not? Because I don't know what really informed this particular decision. I don't know if she has given reasons for that and why she wouldn't want.
Well, the letter is very clear on what it is that they're asking for. So if I can just go back to it again. So it says here, memo from the Electoral Commission. From the deputy chairman of operations to regional directors. So these are the regional directors of the EC. It's an internal memo. Yeah.
So nothing has gone to the stakeholders within the
I don't think so. It doesn't say that, no.
GIBA and all that.
So something that has leaked out. That's what it means.
Well,
it's in the public domain.
It's in the public domain because we spoke to Dr. Bosman Asare on Eyewitness News yesterday. Umaru Sanda spoke with him yesterday. So this was something that we came across, and and the chairperson as well as the deputy chairman of corporate services have been copied in this. Okay, and it says subject is accreditation for media houses. Then it says, excuse me, I bring you greetings from my secretariat, and my secretariat being deputy chairman of operations. Okay, and it says ahead of election day. Okay, and he's talking to the regional directors that it says this comes to request that you send us the names of credible media houses. This is from the regions. Do you understand? So that they can give them accreditation to come and cover the elections.
So it's an internal. In this context, what's the criteria?
So we need to know.
It's a fair comment to. A fair question to ask.
Yeah.
Because if you are saying credible,
I don't think they are being fair. Because when they want to carry news across, I don't think they go asking for credible media houses before they do that. They just send it because they want it to go viral. So they send it to everybody and anybody. But now you are asking for credible. And what is their definition for credible in this instance? Or what do they mean by that? They shouldn't let people read meanings into what they are trying to do, because this election, we want to go into this election with a clear mind, free and fair, before, during, and after, so that when the MPP loses this election, they'll be comfortable. They won't come fighting anybody like they did in 2008, that we have to go to 3 rounds. We beg them, this EC, they are too much of wahala for Ghanaians. They should just spare us all this detail. This wahala is too much. Media houses are supposed to cover your thing. Just give them accreditation. I'm sure they know where their limits will be, their boundaries, and they wouldn't cross it. We won't expect any media houses to go beyond certain limits, so that we all wouldn't have issues after the election or hearing news, blah, 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 blah. So we beg them. They themselves, they don't have that credibility, so they shouldn't go asking for anybody's credibility. He who comes with, asks for equity should come with clean hands. So they should also come clean. Then when people are also meeting them, they are coming with clean whatever.
If you say the EC doesn't have credibility, you are going into a contest not trusting the umpire of the contest. That's a problem.
It's a quoted thing.
That's a problem.
With question marks, seriously, because if you think you have the right to question somebody's credibility, we also have the right to question your credibility.
On the basis of what?
On the basis of what are they also questioning, asking for somebody's credibility?
Fair enough. That's a good.
So I'm also on that basis, or whichever basis they are also doing that. I'm also sitting here asking the same thing. What is their credibility asking for somebody's credibility? If you have clear mind, you have clear conscience, you know you are doing the right things. Are we also not Ghanaians? Are the media houses not Ghanaians? Are they not paying taxes to the nation? So if they have to cover, they have to also make news. They have to also sell. And whatever they need to sell on election, they give them that because at that day is your day. You carry the day, you do whatever, and we are all there to support you. The political parties, the media, whoever, stakeholders, we are all there to support you. But if you want to question people's credibility, then you don't expect us to also be quiet on you. Do you understand? They should give us a free and fair space. But we also make sure that people don't abuse whatever space they are given. And I'm sure most of these media houses will not even want to go and do anything so that their names will be dented and all that. People want their news to sell. Or people want, at least when I tune, there are stations I don't even want to tune in because you don't want to hear certain things. And I'm sure there are people out there who also wouldn't want to tune into some particular stations. It's both sides. We know stations that are credible. We know stations. When it comes
so
to
you're
certain,
going into the realm of EC. You know stations that are credible.
I'll come back to
okay.
them. So
then you know.
No,
the EC is right.
No, listen to me, Loratu.
So if you know stations that are credible,
we know stations that are credible when it comes to certain things.
Okay, what does that mean?
Quote unquote, credible when it comes to political analysis.
Yeah, the EC is right.
Because in this case, this is an election. This is not a political thing.
You're asking a fair question, but it looks like you understand what the EC is asking.
Everybody knows it's an NDC station. We won't sit here and deny. You go to Wound to Me. You won't ask me to go to Wound to Me and I'll go and be comfortable. I won't go. Okay. Nothing will make me go to that station. Not for anything. Because it is so much branded with a particular color that how can I even be comfortable sitting there? Okay. That's why I spoke of two stations. So when it comes to certain political colors and credibility, fine. But this one is election, and we have a stake in it. And people want to sell. Whether I want to listen to that station or be on that station, it's not the thing. Somebody wants, that's where, that is where, I have a friend, it's Wound to Me, he watches. He won't go anywhere or tune into any station. That's the only station. That's the only station. Yeah. And he will tell me, say, and somebody too wouldn't want to. I know somebody, it is a city. And that is all. And for me, when it comes to news, it is city. Especially my 5 o'clock, 6, that way. It is city. So that is us. We know certain things. But we have other media houses that people, they bring in those little bits of those information that we don't get on the big platforms. And you get, sometimes you get this and say, hey, when did this thing happen? You got it from where you were not expecting, the unassuming places. Do you understand? So if you sit here and want to gag people because it's an election, I don't think 2020 anybody gave them any cause to be worried. Okay. So they should just let people be free, the media houses, because when they need them, they are always there for them. So this shouldn't be the time that I always also want to sell and chop small. Then you want to deny me that.
All right. So some messages have come through. Good morning, Channel 1. How are you all doing today? Well, we're good. Ghana shall win no matter what happens.
Of course.
Yes, I do believe that as well. Today, Loratu has chosen Ghana over MPP. This is a message. Please let me read. This is Kwesi Dazi, the one who's talking here. He says here,
it's true.
I thought she was coming to defend the decision of the EC.
I don't speak for the EC.
By deducing from her submission, she's not in support of the EC.
Take
care and have a wonderful day. Kwesi, you take care as well. All right. So Kwesi does it from Kwabenya, CEO of Merchants Pub, is sending us that message. Good morning, Channel 1 TV. My greetings goes to the my one and only sister, Sister Loratu. We are proud of you. It is possible together, inshallah. Yeah. This is coming from, is it Kusowu? Okay, Kusowu. Yeah, okay. All right, so those are the messages we have.
Gonja.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. When we are back, there's further conversations right here on the News Review segment of Breakfast Daily.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink at a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pop and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Introducing Rexona Non-Stop Protection 72-hour antiperspirant with breakthrough microtechnology that forms a stronger sweat barrier. Tested to the limit, even during the most intense workout.
Still clean, dry, and fresh for longer.
Try the new Rexona 72-hour non-stop protection for clean, dry, and fresh underarms every day.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, wait. You can put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Mobile radio. We are star 712. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved ones.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Let
me choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Baumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Baumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Baumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Baumia is committed to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Baumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Esoroho. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
Achoo!
Welcome back. It's still the news review segment, and we are moving on to another topic. Now, it's Muhammad says we have evidence to back our rigging plot allegations. Now, let me just read the story quickly from the Herald newspaper. It carries it and says it like this. MPP plots with EC to rig 2024 elections. Now, John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, has accused the ruling New Patriotic Party of conspiring with the Electoral Commission to compromise the outcome of the December general elections in MPP's favor. Now, addressing a mini rally in 2nd D in the Western region yesterday, Tuesday, 26th November, Mahama alleged that the EC had recruited 65 MPP members as part of its temporary staff for the upcoming elections in the Gomoa East constituency in the Central region. Now, he insisted that these individuals, identified as card-bearing members of the MPP, were recommended to the EC by an MPP member of Parliament, Gomoa East, that is Kojo Asemani, and party executives. Now, Mahama argued that this development confirms EC's suspicions of a coordinated effort between the EC and the government to manipulate the election results. We all have to be vigilant, I quote, and keenly observe the polls because we can vote well, but some thieves will rig it. I have seen a video from Gomoa East which contains a recording showing that one MPP MP and his executives submitted 65 party members to an EC official who added them. So if such a person is the one at the polling station, do you think he will allow the polls to be fair? That is why we have always been saying there's a collusion between the EC and MPP to rig the elections, and we have evidence from Gomoa East. Now, I'll just stop here. 65 MPP members, card-bearing members. I don't know where you got this information from, where your flag bearer got this information from, that the people are card-bearing members of the. You saw it in the video, and you identified them as card-bearing members of the New Patriotic Party.
Thank you. You see, I think Dr. Mani Boama asked a question the last time. If the names of the EC officials can be made public, since it's a public thing. Because I don't know if you have seen the video of this our MP. It's on the medical, whatever, Akando. Yeah, Honorable Akando, in his constituency. I don't know if you've seen his
The
video.
ranking for health?
Yes. If you've seen his video.
No.
Where he got the names of the EC officials in his constituency who are card-bearing members of the MPP. There's a video, I don't know if I have it, but I'll check out when I finish talking. There's a video that I think he had a hint that some people from his constituency who are card-bearing members, delegates for that matter, on the MPP register have been made officials for the EC who are going to man the polling stations on the day of elections. And the video has gone around, so I
have a question. I have a question. Is it the EC's position, or should I say that I don't know if maybe you can shed a bit of light on this, that anybody who is a member of the Electoral Commission must not belong to any political party. Is that what it is?
Oh.
Because Ghanaians as we are, we will all have a leaning one way or another.
Sure. We all vote.
Yes. So then
even the EC votes.
Yeah. So then I don't understand what the argument is.
The argument is, what's the name?
Because I'm sure there are people who lean towards the NDC also, who are part of the EC infrastructure.
But it shouldn't be like me sitting here, open NDC person, a card-bearing NDC person, a polling station officer, a delegate for that matter. We all vote, like you said. You vote. So if you are made an official of the EC, who will know where you stand? By all means, you vote, but nobody will know where you stand. Those times, I remember they normally use teachers a lot, so that it's kind of neutral, because mostly teachers and.
But there's even teachers. There's no teacher that's neutral.
No, what I'm saying is they are not known party people.
Okay, all right, okay.
Party people that you are sure that they will sit somewhere and do things for their party, in favor of their party.
Okay.
Like myself, let's say Adukwe is not there, then you say I should go and be the EC boss. How do you expect Ghanaians to take it lightly? This is a pure political thing you want to do. Do you understand? So, like when we brought Charlotte Osei, nobody knew where she stood. But even so, the fact that it was the president who made her the sitting president.
I everybody didn't know where she stood.
No, because she's not a card-bearing member of any political party, or wasn't a card-bearing member of any political party then. But even so, people read meanings into whatever happened, that appointment, the insult and all that. The fact that it was a sitting president who did that appointment that time brought issues. Do you understand? So if I have my constituency, I am a chairman for a particular branch, and you ask me, the same chairman, to go and be an EC official, not a polling agent for my party, but EC official for that same branch or in that same constituency, what do you think? I'll be biased. No matter what, the temptation of being biased or trying to do things in favor of your party is great. So some of these things, we can't just bring out people who are known, card-bearing members of a particular party, especially a sitting government, bringing their people, go and man this constituency, go do your own branch, make sure that you are there. EC is not being an agent. When you're an agent, you know you're coming in the name of your party. So if they want to do that, then we know that this is a party thing. But for EC to go in for such people, I don't think it's right. When we say we have evidence of rigging, we know what we are talking about, because there was a press conference, I'm sure you covered it, with Sami Gyamfi. 2 names were mentioned from the military. What have happened so far? They've not been able to come out to deny whatever Sami said. Have they been able to deny that? No, nobody has come out for even the security services to come and say that what we have said is not true. A lot of things are happening with the MPP and the EC that is giving Ghanaians too much cause to worry. We want plain things. We want things that are simple going to election, because you see, we've come far, though our democracy is still young. We don't want a situation whereby we are always going back, or we are stagnant at where we are. We are going into an election that we have so much going on at a particular point in time. A sitting government who have performed poorly, and a lot of things are not going well in this country. You know that they themselves know that they are losing these elections, and so they are doing a lot of things to win this election by hook or crook. And you, the referee, that is supposed to play fair. Every time there are issues with things that you are doing, how do you expect people? And you see, some of the things, if he's come out boldly, if he's come out openly to talk about it, it means that he will be able to provide it when he's being asked. Do you understand? I might not have that. I told you about the Akando thing. That one is a video that is going around everywhere. So if our flag bearer, the former president, is saying this, then he knows what he's talking about. They say if a blind man says he will throw a stone at you, it means that he's stepping on one. If there is no evidence, John Dramani Mahama, of all people, will not stand anywhere and speak like that. So if those who are worried, if the national security or whatever are interested, they can ask him for it, and I'm sure he will provide it. We had a press conference. We said a lot of things. Nobody has come to the party office or gone to my boss Sami to ask him for evidence of that nature. And meanwhile, we are going to elections. We have less than 10 days to go into these elections. And even, what's the name? Monday, people are having your special voting. And we don't want all these things. The EC has to sit up, do the right things. Let whoever win, which is the MPP who is losing, take it in good faith. And they shouldn't think that because they are in power, by all means, the EC should favor them. We beg them. This is Ghana. This is all we have. We don't have any other one. And we don't have anywhere to go.
All right. Loretta.
David, I don't know why we are even having this discussion. Because for me, when we sit here, why do we come to speak or sell our political parties and our flag bearers and leaders? It's for the good of the country. I think the NDC, led by their flag bearer, need to know that we are no longer in 1992. It is 2024. We've moved from opaque ballot boxes to biometric verification. They've tried to malign this EC from day one, but all their attempts are falling flat on the face. Look, this same NDC, led by their current flag bearer, made such accusations prior to 2020 elections. Even after Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of the NPP was declared winner of the election, they still made all these allegations, took it to court, couldn't even provide us with evidence. Till date, they can't tell us what their results were in 2020. This was the same leader who pushed for boot and ended up meeting boot with Chalewate. So when it comes to the NDC, I think that they should stop this. Look, they want to find an excuse for their defeat in this coming election. I think they can be smarter about it rather than trying to blame people who have no idea what they are doing. My candidate, Dr. Bawumia, has been across this country and is still moving around. Yesterday he was in Nsawam Ejiri and Ayawaso Central. Look, selling his ideas. Yesterday at Abusoyoka, he told them about the flat rate system because that is one of the challenges of these spare parts dealers. The marketplace for them, the standardization of these things, the introduction of electric vehicles. That is what wins an election. Life-changing policies. But when you have a party that doesn't have a message, this is what they resort to. You said EC, you had 250 names. Bring 250 names. Even 5 you couldn't provide. You said EC said they were going to give you a register in 1 week, when they said in 2 weeks. So they're running around trying to find someone to blame for their impending defeat. I think they need to put a stop to it. It's becoming boring. It's becoming stale. I mean, it's becoming, I don't know what to say. For how long can you do this?
Okay. All right.
You know, let's go to the recruitment of temporary electoral areas. EC doesn't have the staff for the over 40,000 or so polling centers.
Yeah.
So prior to every election, they send out a communication and recruit temporary staff. Hitherto, it was mainly teachers that because of the literacy bit of it and the numbers involved. But any citizen who meets the criteria that the EC puts up can be there. If they come and tell me that we've seen a polling station executive, a constituency executive, a national executive, or a regional executive going to be a presiding officer or a polling officer, then that is a conversation we'll have. Is it everybody in this country holding a party card that we know? Is the database of the party? Their people have applied, haven't they? Are they not citizens? Do they qualify?
I'm sure.
Have they been given? In April this year, EC put out a publication. Recruitment, this is it. Recruitment of temporary electoral officials.
Yeah.
They outline the positions. Registration officers, exhibition officers, presiding officers, registration assistants, exhibition assistants, polling assistants. Then they go further to give the deadline, which was 29 April. Gives a qualification. Qualification requirements. A, the minimum academic qualification for registration officer, exhibition officer, and presiding officer should be a first degree. The minimum academic qualification for registration assistant, exhibition assistant, and polling assistant should be HND, teacher set A, diploma or its equivalent. An appreciable knowledge in elections and the terrain in which applicant wishes to work will be an advantage. Besides the academic qualification, applicants are expected to demonstrate the following technical and personal competencies. Technical is quantitative and analytical skills, a good working experience in collating data figures, physical and mental alertness, firm and fair in character, ability to work under pressure, high level of honesty and integrity, good team player, political neutrality, a good knowledge of terrain where applicant wishes to play. This was what was released. I mean, if Awo is here complaining about it, maybe they don't meet the collating data and figures, which is obvious because they still haven't been able to collate their 2020 elections. But look, this election is in the interest of Ghana. There is no Ghana that we can move to when this one is in chaos. This election must be peaceful, and it will be peaceful, inshallah. Let the NDC know that those days of hoodwinking, those days of intimidating people not to go to polling centers to go and vote are over. You heard the bold statement the IGP made. You've seen the collaboration between the security agencies led by the IGP and the EC.
Yeah.
Everything that the EC has done, they've kept us informed. There are some we are not happy about. There are some we just discussed one. But even Awo went further to even explain what the EC was looking for, because he says they are credible stations. So if the EC is asking for credible station, I would say we know that.
Please
you get it. So let's stop this trying to look for blame. Go and work. Elections are won at the polling station. Train your polling agents. You will have at least 2 polling agents at every polling center. Parties are not left out of the process. Whatever will be sent to the constituency or the region will be from the polling station. Go and sell your message and stop crying and throwing tantrums. It's an election. You work for it. You convince the people to go out and vote for you. And that is what the NDC should learn.
Okay. Message from Kwesi Reynolds in Agona Odobeng. He says the same rigging allegation was leveled against the EC by the NDC in 2016 and 2020.
It's their modus operandi.
The consistent blame game by the opposition when defeat is staring them is really sad. But clearly, the electorates have found the NDC strategy. Quick one. Let's just touch on the last one more topic and then we go. So, minority is urging the speaker to ignore emergency recall petition by a majority. It looks like you're not interested in going to Parliament.
It's not about not interested in going to Parliament. We have less than 10 days into an election. And all of them, if not all, majority of them are going contesting. Why should they go and waste time? When the NDC went to Parliament twice and you refused coming, 10 days to an election, then you are forcing them to come back. Why should they go back? When they have election to win. Now you have realized that you are losing elections, so you want to force people to come and sit and do what? Within which time? For what? Can't they go after the elections? I don't know.
No, but certain things have to be voted on and all of that.
Before the election. They are not going. And we support them. Because they were in Parliament twice. They were ready to come and do business. And you didn't turn up. Because they didn't even have the numbers to go to Parliament. The first time there was no the numbers were not there. They came lying that their seats were being taken. And so they decided to stay out. The second time was same. They were trying to wait in the chambers to see if their people will come. Most of them are losing their seats. So they are not even interested in going to parliament by then. Okay. Or even now. Most of their people are campaigning, they want to win their seats, which they are losing. So why should they waste time and follow Afenyo Markins, who thinks his seat is a cool job for him to go back to parliament? Our people are serious on the ground. We don't have time for this.
All right.
After the elections, when we have won and we have the majority, we'll come back.
All right, a quick bite on this one.
David, look, I've told you, the NDC is just looking for someone to blame for their defeat in this impending election. When they start in parliament, thinking that they could hoodwink their supporters and tell them that we are now majority, so we are winning the election. They went back to their constituencies and realized the work Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the MPP have done in their constituencies. Now they are scared. She's talking about people losing their seats. They are the ones losing their seats. Yeah, they are scared. Come back to parliament. You are now dragging your feet and saying what?
They are not going, Laura.
They have realized that they sat in. Those days of doing elections, those days of lying to people, those days
like
of
you lied
lying
to
lying to. I will.
Now
please,
it's not working.
Please.
Today they will finish you.
If you are not finished, you are worried. You see, she's worried.
So Loratu, let's go.
Dear Ghanaians, and we've also said as the alternative, which is the NDC, is scary, and they make it scarier by the day.
We have to govern
because they have no message.
Parliament.
Dr. Bawumia has gone around, sold his policies, how he's going to put CSHS, how he's going to improve agriculture, how he's going to improve education, how he's going to introduce the flat rate. He's already started the credit scoring system to make it easier for us to get our needs. That is the leader we need. Not these people are looking for an excuse to give for the
Loratu Musasaka is a communication team member of the MPP, and also Adubia Awoki Kelly Adubia is here with us from the NDC as well. Thank you very much, ladies, for coming. All right, thank you too for watching this segment. We're going to take a quick break, and when we're back, there's more on Breakfast Daily.
John, mema wakwaba.
Yeah, so.
Alaji, mema wakwaba.
Yeah.
John, I had a bro, one.
I really am a gun and tina menamo, and then break a crane bijano. Tono tina masaba.
Alaji, I had a bro.
Yo, medasi. Mwamonim, tamana amawa muchimo, miana na mebwabu na kakra. Na se de my crowd say, me pese me be ware no. Na me ko siesie no. Na me mane san gina ne na aso biom, no ye kra behwe.
Yo, abusa fo, yes empa. Yo, I'm a Ghana. What's more?
Mean to me, and sanity. Your bread baby, I would make family. I'm an who. Baby. Mean to me, beauty. Forward ever, backwards. Never.
John, what Okoya would me very fast. I would say, a come, do so. Trap me none of me. Yeah, 3 years such as here by a come and your school uncle. And I say, yeah, my essay.
I say, my sister, be show ball. Sa humache, 2 o'clock okra. Meko band, the Makwa Iska, Eddie Abraham Magana, Nama Bonigatri, I'm an starting coconut. Hey!
Akunta, you are still incompetent.
2 persons are in Mammy Abrabo, and 2 chachas is aviator. There be a muscle.
Alaji has also promised us jobs through digitalization. A Jumambe Busiste.
Alaji dear, Metanasua, Nema sorry. Emri bia mekania besano. Otimi talk ania light e woni phone so e ma me ba bia wonam bia. Yo amagana. Enya me me ware ama. Alaji ni Jones ni wa choose.
No ababa say. Eye Alaji number 1.
Alaji number 1.
Esuro.
Look around. Home also need a makeover. Oh, mine clearly does. So we went to Ashroom and found the Como collection. It had everything we're looking for and more. Matching furniture for the entire home, designed with you in mind.
With Como Collection, dressing up is just a breeze. Always ready with a perfect accessory.
A magic dressing mirror. One look and you're ready to face the world. Or at least the kids.
A bed perfect for young men who want
a table that turns into a treasure chest.
And finally, a sofa with this grand TV unit for family time at home.
Head over to any Ashphone store now and discover the new Como Collection. Ashphone, feel it, know it.
Attention, my Ghana people. Election day is almost here. This December 7th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. sharp. Each of us has the power to shape the future of our nation. Your vote in the presidential and parliamentary elections can make a real difference. Now, this is how to ensure that your vote counts. When you arrive at the polling station, verify your identity. Even if your voter ID card is missing, go to your polling station. You will be allowed to vote. Now, receive a ballot paper. Take a moment to check that it has a validating stamp at the back. This is very important, and make sure that it is clean and undamaged. Step up to the voting screen. Place your thumb on the ink pad and carefully place it in the box next to your chosen candidate's name, photo, and symbol. Be very careful to keep your thumbprint within the box. Remember to wipe your thumb with the tissue provided in the voting screen before you touch the ballot paper again. Then fold the ballot lengthwise and place it in the ballot box. Be very, very mindful. Your vote will be rejected if you thumbprint for more than one candidate, leave it blank, or if it's missing a validating stamp at the back. So take note. After voting, officials would conduct a transparent count. Ballots will be verified, sorted, and counted, with party agents carefully observing every step of the process. And yes, remember, this election is your opportunity to choose leaders who represent you. So step out on December 7th to vote and let your voice be heard. Your vote is your future. Remember, we vote with our thumbs, not guns. Weapons have no place at the polling station.
Excellent. Be that business owner that stands out and is very productive.
You're so confident. How do you do it?
It starts with Built. Where does your confidence come from? Paperwork made simple. Built takes all the hassle away. Yeah, don't be like her. Built is your all-in-one simplified finance platform. It's your home for invoices, payments, your payroll, and so much more.
Oh, wow.
Grow your business today. Sign up now at Built.Africa. Download the Built app now.
In a fast-growing urban environment like Accra, you might think that your CCTV or electric fence would prevent crime. Hear the real stories from those who now feel safe like never before with Response One.
We had CCTV and electric fence. We thought we were safe. But when the robbers came in, they cut our fence and they didn't care. I was terrified for my baby's life. The CCTV recorded everything. But Response One monitored alarm system, which is connected to our electric fence, that saved us. The swift response from the alarm system triggered a signal instantly. They dispatched their response team immediately. We now feel safe. Now we truly feel protected.
Don't wait for tragedy to strike. Protect your home with Response One's monitored alarm system and our theft protection guarantee. Immediate response, real protection. Response One, stay connected, stay protected.
John, mema wakwaba.
Yeah, say.
Alaji, mema wakwaba.
Yeah.
John, I had a bro, one on them.
I really am a Ghana and Tina Menemo, and America can be Jano. Don't know anything about Masaba.
Alaji, I had a bro.
Yo, me da say. Moamonim, Tamana Amawa, which you Mumiana and Ameboa and a Kakra. As I say, dear, my crowd say, me pesa me be wareno. Namiko CSL. Name man sign Jinan and Nasubium, no your crabeshe.
Yo, I was not for yes, Empire. You are Ghana. What's wrong?
Mean to me, ain't son, cheap. Your bread baby, I would make fair way. I'm on a wheat. There be. mentumi biom forward ever backwards never.
John wo okwan a wodi me bai fa so ahokyere ekom dum so hwɛ me nana no mi ya free SHS ya ba ya kom anya school anko edeke ya o ma yefe
ase wo ma se sambe hye obo sa ahomache 2 o'clock kokora meko band na makwa ko yiska e de abra magana na magbo ni dwetire ama na starting kokon ketenkete
Akonta, you are still incompetent.
2% osade mama abrabo eto chacha to say aviator there be emaso.
Alhaji has also promised us jobs through digitalization. Ejumambe Bususe.
Alhaji de metena so a ne masore emiri bia meka ne abesa no otimi to kanea light e woni phone so e ma me ba bia wonam bia yo amagana enya me me ware ama wo Alhaji ni John so ni wa chusu
No Ababa said. Eye Alhaji number 1.
Alhaji number one.
Esuro. Welcome back. It's time for us to cross over to the Ashanti region. Now, yesterday we took you to the Ashanti region, to the Subin constituency with Hafiz Tijani, as she was bringing us conversations from the grounds in the Subin constituency. Now, that episode was curtailed because of the live coverage that we brought to you from the Third World Network at 30, their celebration that they had and the discussion that we brought to you. And so today we're going to go back to Ashanti region and bring you the detailed full version of that conversation.